I know the question I'm gonna be getting is about the FJ250. How can it perform using high-speed sync during golden hour and in bright conditions? And that's exactly why I set up this photo shoot using this one light during these conditions so that you guys can see how this light performs. But more importantly, I'm all about educational content, guys. I'm gonna give you my tips and tricks in real time on how I take my portraits on location. And one thing I want to address, I know some of you guys have reached out to me concerned about me, wondering what happened. And in LA it happened. Somebody asked me, some of you have been DMing me concerned, and you've been asking me, what happened to todo el pedo? Well, guess what? I'm bringing it back. Let's get started. Let's cover todo el pedo. All right, guys, for this first series here, one of the things that I'm looking for whenever I'm out looking for where I want to take a picture is I'm looking at the lighting. That might be the first thing, or maybe I'm looking for compositional elements. But one of my favorite techniques to do is when we have the sun off to the right, and you'll see that it's lighting up all of the background. Beautiful greenery, absolutely love that. But then we have beautiful shade. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Nayeli stand in the shade. I'm gonna add the strobe to the right, and it's gonna look like the strobe is the sun that's lighting her up. So it's kind of a nice technique to just make things look natural. So this is what I'm gonna do for the first shot. Okay, so I have the FJ250. We're gonna be doing high-speed sync for this shot. So my settings right now in the camera is 8,000 shutter speed, f1.2, and then ISO 100. Let's go ahead and rock and roll right here, Nayeli. 1, 2, 3. And what I love is that the wardrobe is matching really, really nice with the location. So one of the things that I'm noticing as I was taking those first couple of shots is look at the details. I noticed that the side of her face is a little bit too much in shadow. So that just means I need to move the light more in loop position. Everything that she was doing was fantastic. Lighting looks great. I just need to move my lighting a little bit more to light up the entire face. So I'm gonna go ahead. 1, 2, 3. That is much better. Now, one of the things that I asked Nayeli as we first got to this spot was, what side of the face does she prefer? So that's one little tip. Whenever you're photographing somebody, whether it's a client, whether it's a model, ask them what side of the face they prefer. So in her case, she likes to be looking off to this direction. So that's what we're gonna be doing for this whole series. You know what, that over the shoulder, that looks perfect. Let's keep doing that, okay? Yep, that over the shoulder looks beautiful. Yep, and then we'll just do small expression changes and small little changes with the hand. That looks beautiful. So whenever you find something that works like a pose, a lot of the times what I'll do is I'll have the subject. So right now, Nayeli did a great job. She did the over the shoulder. And when you love something, then at that point, you just do minor little adjustments. Keep the base of the pose and the structure there, and then just small expressions. Maybe the chin moves left and right. Maybe the hand comes up, but the overall structure of the pose stays the same. All right, we're on to our next spot. And the first spot was based on lighting, right? So that's what I kind of forced me to get the first shot, was the lighting, the quality. Now it's the compositional elements. We have the fence, we have some beautiful leading lines, and then we're still working with light. So I'm kind of like building this shot up with compositional elements with lines and then light. So where Nayeli is standing right now, we're gonna get a beautiful rim light. I'm gonna bring in my strobe. So let me go get the FJ250. We're gonna bring that in to add fill flash. So the technique that I'm doing now is we're gonna use the sun as our rim light. We're gonna use the flash to fill in the light on her. So I'm gonna bring this in close. Now the first thing that I wanna do is I wanna get my ambient exposure. Whenever I'm doing my portraits, we're not thinking about the flash just yet with the power. I'm just gonna get my settings locked in. So let's see what we can get here. So right now I'm at, oh, this is perfect. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is beautiful. So I'm at aperture 1.2 because I love that shallow depth of field. I have a 35mm lens. It's gonna give me beautiful environmental portraits. And then I have 8,000 on the shutter speed, ISO 100 and high speed sync. Now my power is at 9 for that first photo. I don't know if it's too bright. I'm gonna maybe adjust it to maybe 8.5 and see what that looks like. But what's cool too, if y'all don't realize, and if you wanna come around this way, Marco, is that what's happening is that the sun's actually bouncing off of the white diffusion. So it's almost like holding a reflector. So it's bouncing light back in. And then I'm adding the strobe also. So it's just making her making her a little bit brighter. So 1, 2, and 3. Oh yeah, this is the classic high-speed sync look right here. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna go ahead and take a photo without the flash so you guys can see exactly what it looks like. So I'm gonna take this off or just turn it off. And this is what it looks like without flash. I'm gonna add this guy back on. Not only am I getting leading lines, but it also gives the subject something to interact with. Oh man, I'm such a big fan with the subject interacting with the environment. So this just gives her so many different options as we're posing here. Now, one of the biggest tips I can give you is whenever you're shooting into the sun, you have to understand that the sun is super bright. So if I shoot in this direction, I can still get a great composition. The problem is that I lose a lot of that color and that detail in the sky. It's gonna be really difficult to recover that in my raw editor in Capture One. So what I'm finding is just taking a step to the right, I still get the sun as the rim light, but I'm still getting a lot of those blues. I'm all about color. If I can get that color, that gives me much more flexibility in post to really get the colors to pop. So I find that this direction here works out a lot better than going straight into the sun where I'm gonna lose a lot of detail. One of the things you might be thinking of is, well, if I got an FJ250, can I really use it in the bright sun? That's usually the question I get asked all the time. And here you can see, I have the light maybe about 3 to 4 feet away from the subject, and I'm still able to get the exposure on the face, and I'm at power 8.5 and 9, and I'm using high-speed sync. Now remember, high-speed sync, I do lose some power with high-speed sync. So if you were still concerned, maybe 8.5 or 9 is too much, then at that point I could use an ND filter if I really wanted to, but I love the flexibility of high-speed sync and not having to worry about bringing ND filters. All right, for this shot, we're gonna kind of use the technique that we did early on. We have the sun that's lighting her up, but we're not getting the best quality of light. Now, some people might disagree. They might say, well, hey, the harsh light looks great. I'm a big fan of soft light. So what we're gonna do is, if I shoot in this direction, we get all the blues, all of that light is hitting the grass, the palm trees, everything looks beautiful, but the quality of light on her is not what I want. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have mom come over here, right? And what she's gonna do is she's gonna hold this up right around here, and she's gonna diffuse that sun right around here. And so she's gonna just hold it right about here to block off and get the quality of light that we want. So we're gonna have you hold it right about here. And what I love about this technique is that nobody's gonna know that we're diffusing it, right? Because this could be a tree. This could be a tree creating shade. As long as I get my light here, camera right, and I'm shooting in this direction, nobody's gonna know. I mean, now you guys know because I'm mentioning in the video, but when I photograph this online, nobody's gonna know that it's actually a diffuser giving us that soft light. So I'm gonna bring in my strobe, because obviously we want a little bit of a pop of light. Could I do this natural light with the diffuser? Absolutely. But I like getting the quality and the direction of light that I want with my strobe. Then Marco, could I have you come down a little bit more this way because your shadow is showing up back there? You see how the sun is there? Because Nayeli, she'll get pissed. If Marco's shadow is in there, guys,
why is he there?
Exactly, like why is he there? Why he ruined my photo? So yeah, so we had to move Marco, guys. Because Nayeli, she's got you. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Mom's like, how much longer? I'm holding this thing. She's like, what the heck? Come on. I know, mom's pissed. She's like, I'm never gonna shoot with Eli again. I'm never gonna shoot with that guy. After we got that last shot, we were kind of walking around. A lot of the times it requires some patience, guys. It's not just, oh, we get one photo and then, oh, let's go to the next one, go to the next one. It's like, sometimes you need to slow down, be patient, don't rush the next shot. We had to walk around a little bit. As the sun is coming down, what's happening is that we were basically all in shade. And there's nothing against being in all shade, but there's something about beautiful golden hour, getting those crispy, beautiful golden tones. And so as we were walking around, we found this spot. So if you look over here, I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna get Nayeli placed, but this is what I prefer, right? Instead of just it being plain shade. If I can get this, I'd rather find a spot that can offer me some beautiful highlights, mid-tones, and then some shadows, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get my camera. I'm I'm gonna slow down and I'm gonna figure out what composition makes the most sense, and then we'll add in the strobe. I'm just trying to see, oh man, the tones look so stunning. Oh, freaking A, this is beautiful. Okay, so we definitely, and the sun is like at the perfect spot, man. Okay, Nayeli, let's get you, so this is gonna probably be a 3/4 shot, but I wanna give myself some space to work with. Let's maybe go, take another half a step back, maybe like right around there. Let's see what that looks like, right about there, okay? And then if I end up liking the full body shot, I'm gonna decide if I like it with the boots in the grass or I can get her in the dirt. I think the dirt's probably gonna look better for it, but right now I'm gonna concentrate on the 3/4 shot. So we're gonna bring in the 250 again. And so right now, this is what my ambient looks like. This is what is drawing me to this photo here. So I'm at 8,000 or 800, I should say, 1.2 ISO 100. This is what the ambient looks like. That looks beautiful. Now we're gonna add in the strobe. I think we're at power 5.5 high-speed sync with the FJ250. Oh, that's beautiful. Yep. 1, 2, and 3. Oh my gosh, this is stunning. We got the lighting in the perfect position here. Sun, ambient exposure, everything looks gorgeous. Beautiful, Nayeli. And as you're turned with the shoulder here, I love the shoulder. Let's kind of just bend the knee a little bit, even though I'm getting from the knees up. That way the feet are just not straight. So that way we get a little bit of shape and dimension there. That's perfect, yep. Now, one of the biggest tips that I can give you when you do find a composition that works is I noticed most of my shots were from this angle, and I was getting the tree and then just taking a step to the left. I'm getting a whole different look. In a little bit, I'm gonna take a step to the right. So always remember, guys, get your shot where you first like it. Don't be afraid to take a step to the left. Don't be afraid to take a step to the right. Right now I'm doing 3/4 shots, and in a little bit I'm gonna do full body, and then we'll get a mixture of shots. So let's go ahead and get a couple more here, Nayeli. And what's nice is this tree is now creating this beautiful frame. So we got the lines of the tree coming in this direction, and then I have Nayeli placed off to the right. So I think that the balance is very, very, it balances out really well here. This is nice. All right, guys, we're on to our last spot. Beautiful sunset today here in Texas. Now, one of the different things that I've done is I've changed my aperture to 2.8. If I stay at 1.2, 1.4, it really blurs out all of those details too much. I want to keep some of that texture. Almost looks like a Milky Way. We were just laughing about it a while ago that it looks like a Milky Way almost here. So I'm just gonna go for a dramatic shot here. Everything's gonna turn into silhouette. I usually try not to do that too much, but for this specific example, I'm definitely gonna go crazy and expose for the sky. Now there's a plane going right over us. Hopefully that didn't mess up the audio, but we're gonna rock and roll here. Now the reason why I'm moving the light camera right for most of the photos during this session is that Nayeli, if you remember at the beginning, she said that she likes to look in this direction. So I wanna keep that lighting looking good on that side. If not, Nayeli is gonna get pissed off, all right? She can get pissed. All right, so I switched to the 50 lens, by the way, and 2.8 once again. I exposed for the background. I'm at 2500, I'm sorry, and then ISO 100. So let's see what this looks like. Now, what I want to do, one of the things when you are exposing for the background so much, we talked about that it was going to turn silhouette, right? So what's going to happen is Nayeli is going to be completely dark. None of the sun is going to light her up. So the only thing that's lighting her up is the key light. So that does create a problem. When the light is lighting her up, that means this side of the body is not gonna get any light. Now, when you're going for that natural look with flash, things balance out really well. But once again, I'm exposing for this. So she's completely dark. So that means no light's gonna hit her here, only from this light. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a silver reflector to bounce some light back in. I was thinking of getting a second strobe, but I think that's gonna be too much. So let's try getting a silver reflector. Ooh, I like that. That's cool. Now, out of the 5 different spots that I photographed, let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. Now, my personal favorite was probably number 4, the tree, the golden hour bokeh. OMG, that was probably my favorite spot. And if I had to choose my second favorite, would probably be the fence where I had Nayeli sitting. But yeah, let me know in the comments what was your favorite spot, and I'll see you guys on the next one.